Stop scrolling. This is the truth they hide from you. The foundation of your emotional vulnerability. Do you still truly believe that kindness protects you? That your excessive generosity creates unshakable loyalty? That honesty buys guaranteed respect? If so, you are operating under a catastrophic miscalculation. Your life is built on a fault line. You are still bound by the most dangerous lie ever woven by the status quo. A lie designed to keep you useful, predictable, and pathologically weak. This manufactured belief system is your leash. For nearly 500 years, Niccolo Machiavelli observed the arena of human power. He watched the kindest leaders fall, the most generous patrons betrayed, and the good souls systematically bankrupted, destroyed, and consumed by the very mercy they naively offered. Machiavelli did not write a book about cruelty. He wrote a code for survival in a world of wolves who mistake soft-heartedness for an invitation to feed. He gave us the ultimate truth. The biggest obstacle to your sovereignty is your own emotional need to be perceived as good. Today, I'm not just giving you information, I'm performing a necessary emotional surgery. I'm revealing 4 of Machiavelli's most brutal hidden truths, 4 strategic pillars that will not only shatter your naive weakness, but will transform your goodness from a paralyzing liability into an impenetrable cold shield of power. Let me be absolutely clear. I am not commanding you to become evil. I am showing you the necessary calculus of power, how to be good strategically, not blindly. Because the reality of this dark world is a zero-sum game. A sheep's only purpose is to feed the wolves who consume it. The time for being a resource is over. The time for being the architect of your own value is now. This is the beginning of your liberation. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I choose strategic coldness. Truth number 1, the architecture of weakness, good life's fortress. When you are consistently and predictably kind, when your yes is automatic, your boundaries invisible, and your forgiveness guaranteed, you signal a critical vulnerability to the entire social ecosystem. You send a clear, non-verbal message. I am safe to exploit. The most dangerous people in your life, the emotional vampires, the manipulative colleagues, the draining friends, do not see a good person. They see a resource with no defenses. They catalog you as a safe target because they know you won't fight back. You won't set a hard boundary, and you are too pathologically nice to demand the respect you deserve. The moment your value becomes free, it instantaneously becomes worthless. It is the law of social commodity. They don't respect your kindness. They methodically exploit your predictable lack of resistance. Consider the manager who constantly sacrifices his own family time, always covers for his team's incompetence, and never complains. When a major promotion or leadership crisis arrives, they select the demanding, boundary-setting leader, not the selfless servant. Why? Because predictable niceness looks like servitude, not leadership. The consistent giver signals that his own self-worth is secondary to the approval of others. This is the mark of a follower, never a sovereign. Machiavelli understood this fundamental duality of social survival. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. You have been trying to survive as a sheep, vulnerable to both the cunning traps of the fox and the brute force of the lion. Your survival demands synthesis. You must embody the calculating fox to recognize the traps of dependence and manipulation, and the terrifying lion to frighten the emotional wolves into retreat. Your existence must be a complex, uncrackable code. Your mission now is a demolition project. Systematically dismantle this predictability. Introduce strategic ambiguity into your actions. Create genuine uncertainty about your limits. Start building the genuine, palpable fear of losing you and your contribution. Your availability must immediately become scarce, conditional, and strategic. This transition is the first pillar of true power. Truth number 2, the generosity reversal, the entitlement virus. This is the twisted reality of human psychology that few dare to name. The more you give, the faster their appreciation decays. Your exceptional kindness does not build loyalty. It breeds 2 dangerous parasites in the recipient's mind: dependency and entitlement. You are building an emotional cage, not a relationship. When you help someone once, they may feel gratitude. But when you help them 5, 8, 10 times, your generosity mutates. Your exceptional effort, your sacrifice, becomes their expected normal. The core psychological mechanism at play is called hedonic adaptation. Humans quickly and brutally adapt to improvements in good things, treating them as the new baseline. Your continuous kindness becomes invisible noise. It is no longer a gift, it is a service you are required to provide. The consequence is catastrophic for you. When you finally set a boundary, when you say no just once because you are depleted or unable, they do not reference the 10 times you said yes. They only remember the single time you cut the supply. At that moment, you are instantly recast as the selfish villain in their manufactured narrative. Your constant giving builds an addiction in others, and like any addict, they will react with anger, resentment, and even betrayal when their supply is cut off. Your identity becomes your output, your gift. If you stop producing for them, your value in their eyes collapses. You are only as good as your last sacrifice. Machiavelli's surgical prescription for this virus is cold and precise. Benefits ought to be conferred gradually, and in that way, they will taste better. He understood the eternal rule of economics applied to human interaction. Scarcity creates value. Abundance destroys it. You must use your generosity as a lever of strategic investment, not as a sponge for emotional validation. You must ensure that every benefit feels like a conscious, rare decision, not a predictable handout. You must learn the critical difference between strategic investment, conditional, time-bound, high-impact, and blind self-sacrifice, depleting, open-ended, low-impact. From this moment on, every act of giving must carry an invisible, high-value cost, the cost of your scarcity. Truth number 3, the mask of virtue. Appearance versus reality. Society is not just superficial, it is fundamentally lazy. People do not possess the time, the capacity, or the desire to investigate the true goodness of your heart. They judge your image, your presentation, your outward facade. To maintain genuine power, authority, and respect, you must wear the calculated mask of goodness and fairness while retaining the absolute cold capacity to make the hardest, most necessary, and potentially unpopular decisions beneath that mask. Real leaders grasp a crucial, dark paradox. To truly save your enterprise, your financial stability, your family unit, or your team, sometimes your actions must look temporarily cruel, ruthless, or unpopular to the undiscerning eye. Think of the surgeon. They inflict pain, they cut, they administer harsh medicine, they deliver a grim diagnosis, but their singular motive is pure salvation. The appearance is bad. The result is life-saving. The masses get this backward. They prioritize seeking to appear good now, which inevitably creates disastrous, long-term consequences. Your strategy must prioritize the final, beneficial outcome over the popular, immediate feeling. Study any successful public figure or sovereign individual. They present warmth and stability in public, but make ruthless, analytical, and unemotional decisions in the war room. They show mercy only when it serves their long-term strategic position. They understand that perception is the highest currency of the realm. If people perceive you as weak, regardless of the true kindness in your heart, you become weak. If they perceive you as strong, calculating, and ultimately untouchable, you become strong. Machiavelli's ultimate code for social navigation is a warning. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. The few are those who attempt to violate your space and test your boundaries. The one who experiences what you really are, your strength, your coldness, your willingness to cut them off, is the one who is truly dangerous to you, and they must be dealt with swiftly and strategically. Control your image to control their behavior. Never expose your strategic weakness to your enemies or to the volatile public. Never allow a temporary feeling, like the desperate need to please or the terror of confrontation, to dictate a permanent strategic outcome. Your actions must be surgical, calculated, and focused on finality and sustainable growth, not immediate applause or temporary relief. Truth number 4, the economics of power, finite resources. Truth number 4, the shocking price tag of blind emotional kindness is measured in the catastrophic, irreversible depletion of your finite resources. This is the economics of power. Your time, your energy, your mental focus, and your emotional reserves are not limitless. They are finite and non-renewable in the short term. Every moment you spend saying yes to a request that doesn't serve your purpose is a moment spent saying no to your own ascent, your own legacy, your own wealth accumulation. Most good people operate at a deficit. They give and give until they are emotionally and financially bankrupt. Then they stand in the wreckage of their lives, wondering why they feel resentful, used, and chronically exhausted. Recall the analogy of the oxygen mask. You are told in every flight safety video to put your own mask on first. This is the supreme lesson in strategic survival. Why? Because if you pass out from depletion trying to help others, now 2 people need rescuing, not 1, and the original problem remains unsolved. Life operates under this same brutal, non-negotiable law. If you exhaust yourself attempting to save the world, you become a burden instead of an asset. This is not selfishness, it is the mathematics of sustainability. You must survive and thrive first, establishing yourself as a durable foundation of power, before you can lift others without collapsing yourself. The final action point is the core of the hidden secret. Your goodness must be selective and high impact. The most powerful people on earth say no to almost everything so they can say yes powerfully to the 2 or 3 things that generate massive change and value. Their own legacy, their true partners, their primary mission. Stop helping everyone a little bit, dissipating your power into 1,000 useless ripples. Start helping the right people, the strategic partners, the loyal few, the allies of destiny, a lot, at the right moment, to create a lasting, indelible, and mutually beneficial impact. This is the only ethical and strategic way to preserve and multiply your power.